Recently, I caught up with an old friend, and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple, and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids, and I just
it's her friend, not her.
got lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, boyfriends, or like they had just got married, and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, they had a big house. They had nice things. Like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced. And now, she's single. She lives alone. She's working. And she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun.
We can't win.
They just want to go to the club. They just want to go to the bar. They just want to hang out, have a good time, and then that's it. She said no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's going to help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know. And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like, seriously. They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her. Like, the girl doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, I can't even find nobody, and he just found someone so quick.
If you want to piss a black woman off, just tell her the truth. I promise you, she'll get mad. And that might sound crazy. Who would get mad at the truth? How can you argue with the truth? Black women. It is our kryptonite. It is like diarrhea to the mouth. It's like diarrhea to the soul. We have this disdain thing when it comes to the truth. We can't handle the truth. We don't tell the truth. We don't want to hold each other accountable. We don't want to hold ourselves accountable. Anything that involves having to face reality, face what really is, we don't like it. Yeah. And black women who struggle with that, they will, again, when they don't like the truth, when they can't handle the truth, they will try to tell you the truth is not the truth. The sky is not blue when we know it's blue. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to hate men alone. Not they drag all joint body. Can't you hate them alone? Must you find someone to recruit to your agenda? You hate men. You must hate men. You hate men. Besties. Why? Why? Like, you know if you stand alone, be a one-man army. Hate alone and be going, you understand? Human beings will be wicked. Some men are wicked, some women are wicked. You understand? So look for who to recruit. Come, let us, even if not church they go, come, let us hate together. Communion of the brethren. Come, let us. I'm a very peaceful person, don't forget that.
I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women, and I don't think they really need to be using it, honestly. I think it takes away.
That's awesome.
Makeup it's capitalizing on women's insecurities when it's something that they can easily fix. I think it takes away from a woman's natural beauty, and also it is so bad for you. Like, you think about how skin absorbs things. When you read the ingredients on a foundation bottle, what is in it? You can't even pronounce it. It's a bunch of crap that you're putting on your face. And that is in turn making your skin worse. So you have to keep buying more foundation to cover up what it's creating.
Because you didn't tell me you had 4 kids.
Okay, and I was supposed to tell you that? I was supposed to tell you that right then when I just met you 2 days ago?
Yeah, you were supposed to tell me that. How you gonna lie?
I never lied, I just haven't told you yet. I have 4 kids. Okay, so what's the problem?
You got 4 kids, that's 4 other mouths to feed. What's
Okay,
yours?
and so what? So are you not capable of taking care of us?
Yeah, I'm capable of taking care of them, but I don't want to. It's my choice.
So why did you feel like you needed to bring me to a date? You said that you would like the type of person that I am. So if that's the case, why is it that you don't want to go date me furthermore now?
I do like you. Like you cool, you fine. But you got 4 kids.
Okay, and?
Was you ever married?
No, I was not. I got 3 baby daddies.
Okay, but damn, you got 3 baby daddies. See, I know. No, baby
what?
girl, I ain't got no problem. Listen, I like you. You cool. Man, listen, one baby daddy.
It's not even cool at this point. One baby daddy what? I don't have one baby. I have 3.
Okay, 1 kid. Okay, maybe you made a mistake. 2. Alright, you pushing it. 3? No.
That man is fighting for his life because you can tell that he really does like this woman. But he just keeps on getting slammed with worse and worse news. Honestly, that man is just disappointed because it is very disappointing when you meet somebody online and they're not completely open and honest about themselves having children. I don't think that's fair. And that is because it is a common, well-known deal breaker for some people, especially people that obviously don't have kids. Knowing that it's a common deal breaker for men and women, that is why that should be provided up front before one person puts in all of the time and effort into planning and paying for a date, which is, come on, always the man. Honestly, that man, you can tell, is not even mad. He's just really disappointed. He put in the time and effort, and he probably was pretty excited for this date. It seems like that she was a really cool girl. He seemed to be really into her, but you know, he has deal breakers, and kudos to him for standing by that.
Here's a quick reminder. Women are always looking for a good man until it requires them to be a better woman. And when I'm saying better woman, I'm talking about put some clothes on your back. Stop being so delusional. Be more realistic when it comes to your expectations. Control your emotions. Control your mouth. Stop controlling the man and stop making up scenarios in your head and then getting upset at that man. Give that man some space. Cooking and cleaning is next, and since you want that man to go out there, make that money so he can provide for you, you're going to have to emotionally support your man. And if you're not ready to do that, you're not able or ready to get a good man.
Stop playing stupid when your man wants a divorce and
I don't know why I'm the victim. It must be another woman.
you ain't fooling nobody. I'm a chick too. I was been scrolling through TikTok last night and I can hear a woman. And I hear, we've been together for 30 years. We're a week from moving into our retirement house that we built. Everything's paid off. Like, he hit me with, I want a divorce. I'm in shock. I've never been in shock. I beg, I plead, I screamed, I cried, and he wants nothing to do with me. Can you imagine if you built this whole ass life together, everything's paid off, you're retired? You built your dream house and he wants to leave you. I can tell you right now what she did. I want this, I want that, bitch. That's what the you did. You didn't give a about his burdens. You didn't give a about his feelings. You complained, you whined, and you drove the man up a tree to the point where he had no way out. Women will divorce you for next to nothing. When a man puts a ring on your finger, he loves you more than anything in the world. It is unconditional. For a man to ask for a divorce, you had to have put that man through some.
If you feel like the woman is letting herself go, ask yourself, am I loving her correctly to the point that she wants to show up as her best self? Sometimes it's not your man doing anything wrong. We deal with a lot of mental stuff. I need you to come and fight for me. Keep me safe from myself so much that I don't get to attack myself.
She said we gotta help her from fighting herself. So if you don't know what's wrong with you, how am I supposed to help you? Women need to wake up and at least hold themselves accountable. This experience that they speak of, that you're gonna just make them feel so magical when they don't know what's wrong with them, that you have to go find out what it is. So they're gonna blame you for everything. They want to be respected as adults but treated like children.
There was another woman, and it's what modern women do. They fool around and they screw themselves, and they don't know that they're about to screw themselves because they think, well, I still got it. they always think, well, I can show a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And every woman, really honestly and truly, but especially these modern women, they got that one dress that they always wear, that they always go back to, that's going to show off the girls and it's going to accentuate the curves, even if they ain't got no booty. Oh man, this really gonna get them. This one's gonna hit them. And they put that dress on and it don't work like it used to, right? Back when I was in my 20s, this really used to get them going. And now that I'm 50, I done gained a few pounds, but I can, I don't need to do this every night. I can't do it every night, but I'm gonna throw on this dress. Like I said, I gained a couple pounds, but I'm not too big that I can't squeeze into it, right? And, I'm kind of busting out of it, but, it's kind of more to love. I throwing some makeup and like I said, my heels, I squeeze into those, and I should be able to get at least one hot guy, but it don't really work like that. It don't really work like that because you don't got it like that no more. And this is what you get with these modern women who be divorcing. They think they can just go out and snatch another man up. Y'all are not. You might be cute, but it's not like it used to be.
I done been with a man that showed me off, and I done been with a man that didn't show me off. And I will be the first to say I would prefer the man that didn't show me off, for the simple fact is he protected the relationship. He made sure I ain't play by me, he ain't play by me, and the people around me didn't play by me. I don't give about that social media. I don't even be knowing y'all. So you putting me on social media to tell the world how much you really love me when I need to be the one to know that you love me? Y'all can have that commercial. And then you around and tag me in a post, talk about you apologize for cheating and you hope I take you back. Delete it before I do something to you and your whole family.
The world record for a man is 9 minutes faster than the world record for a woman. You're telling me that in 55 years of women running a marathon, we've caught up within 9 minutes of a man?
People just really say anything on podcasts these days. You realize 9 minutes is like 2 miles? She says 9 minutes like the guy's 50 yards ahead of her. Anyone who's ever run a day in their life knows shaving 30 seconds off of your time is impossible. Regulate podcast equipment 2026. I'm going to run on it.
I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present. Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. We sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? Therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. It's hard for me to like say the words. I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? He responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. And that was that. I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned. I knew that I was ready to leave, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us. I didn't think that there would be, but you just always hope that like one last try. We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day, came home. He was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday? And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he was like, what's to talk about? In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer this ship around, And I was like, so what are we gonna do? And he just kept playing and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things within that 24 hours. He had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all this done.
There should not be no fault divorce. And here's what's interesting about modern day feminism. They want equality everywhere, but in the court. Isn't that interesting?
That is very interesting.
Right. They don't want equality in the court system. So I think that's funny that they want all this equality, but they still want alimony. They still want child support. They still want half of the man's assets. But if it's equal, what we bring in is what we take out. We split the children 50-50, like 50%, 1 week your week, 1 week my week. But they don't want that. So I think that's really interesting that, like I said, they don't want to be drafted for wars.
The standard for men just got raised. I went on a date last night. He's gonna see this, and that's what makes it all the more funny. I'm going on a girls trip in like 2 weeks for my birthday, and he was like, oh, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, oh, nothing, I'm going on a girls trip. And he was like, give me your phone. Takes my phone, opens my Venmo, scans my Venmo thing, and Venmos me $300 with the caption, so men don't buy you drinks in Miami. That is literally insane, but why do I love it?
Absolutely pathetic. Beta male of the week goes to whatever guy sent her $300. And it's so funny because I know he's gonna see this. I hope you see this video too. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Traitor to man.
Good image so far.
Just our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's engaged to a different man and is pregnant with his baby, by the way. Pregnant with another man's baby. And doing stuff like this. So where's the outrage that all of you people had for this guy like 10 minutes ago? Where are all those angry women condemning her for flirting with her co-star in front of everyone when she's pregnant and engaged to another man? Huh?
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person. That is the reason why I have not left. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3. And I still don't know who I am.
Okay, I have to stop it here. You're not going to find yourself by breaking the most sacred vow that you've made to your husband and destroying your children's sense of stability and your marriage and your home this way. You're not going to find your true self that way. This is the me focus of our culture today. The way we understand ourselves in the end is by being in right order before God and other people. And if you're married, as this woman freely chose to get married and is married, as she's expressing in this video, then part of your identity is wife, and she's clearly mother. Part of your identity is mother. And you can live out being a wife and being a mother in many different ways. Marriage is for life. You are married. You have made that promise. And so you are actually being untrue to yourself, violating yourself by rejecting your husband and rejecting your marriage and ultimately rejecting the family that you built together. And I'm speaking this out of love because she's about to destroy her life, her marriage, and harm her children and harm her relationship with God. Let's just pray for all marriages. They're under major attack today. God's way is always going to be better. We follow that path, we will discover the greatest meaning and joy and peace, and any other path that the world may be offering us is a lie.
99.9% of men cannot afford financially to sometimes pay 100% of everything. And that does not mean that he is not a man. You are in the top 1%, sir. Okay? So I'm not saying to allow any lazy bum in your household without contributing financially. But what I am going to say is people have to get away from a lot of the social media gurus, and you got to do what works for your household.
Facts.
Because this man is in the top 1%. He's in the top 1%. And if you run across a rich man like this who can 100% provide for you, I'm here for it. But however, don't pass up the man that can only pay 80% of the bills. You have to do what works for your household. And guess what? It's more to providing than just financially. Because let's just say he pay 100% of the bills, but he's not available emotionally. Let's just say he pay 100% of the bills financially, and he treats your kids like...
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
Give me your money! Don't panic. You don't want to give her the ick. Just relax. Come on, man. Can you just leave us alone?
Does this look like a game to y'all? I'm not playing around.
Crap, that didn't work. God, why does this have to happen while I'm on a date? Why couldn't he have done this when my mom was visiting? She could have given him her purse or something. Okay, act tough. Hey, man, you don't want this problem. You know who I am?
Man, do it look like I'm playing around?
Oh, man, he knows I'm on a date. Okay, you know what? Screw it.
Hey, man, can I talk to you in private?
Bro, can you please help me out? I can't give this girl the ick, man. This is my third first date this week.
I feel you, bro, because dating these days is hard. I mean, the girls get the ick for anything. I got you. Oh, Jamel? Oh, I didn't realize that was you, dog. What's up, baby? Y'all be good, man.
Wow, you handled that well.
Hey, well, you know, that's what I do.
Too well. Why can't guys show emotion? I know you were scared. You couldn't just cry or something? You're giving me the ick right now.
Give me money! Okay. Oh my God.
See? Now that's a real man.
And what's the problem with signing a piece of paper? Just sign it and just forget about it.
Yeah, that piece of paper is like a sword in my heart. It means you don't trust me. A prenup to me means that your partner thinks that you're going to take everything if all else fails, which after 5 years of being together and having a son together, Sean should 100% trust me.
I mean, everything's wonderful now that I've seen what my parents went through. I just don't want to go through the same thing. What's the harm of talking to a lawyer?
To me, it feels like Sean is treating our marriage like another business contract and not like a unity of love and commitment. Okay, I'm not signing anything, and you need to just know that you want me or you don't. I am not another one of his clients. I'm the love of his life, and he should treat me like that.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I personally feel like broke niggas hate vacations. I feel like broke men cannot go on vacation for 4 days because they only worry about getting money or getting back to money. But I feel like a successful man, a man with some money, a man with some money put up, they want to enjoy the fruit of their labor. They want to go on vacations, to drink some margaritas, to be by the bar, to go experience life. That's just how I personally feel. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You can really tell just by listening to these modern women what women don't work at all. And if you like kind of look at the data, right, you see that most people who are wealthy, they actually do work a lot. Maybe, you know, I don't know, back in the 1970s or something like that, they worked less and it was kind of like a status symbol or whatever and whatnot to, you know, take a vacation once you got to a certain level of wealth. But if you look at, you know, particularly self-made millionaires, according to statistics and surveys and stuff like that, about probably about 80%, a little over 80, maybe 80-85% of, you know, self-made millionaires are probably working upwards of 50, 60, 70 hours a week. So, you know, this sort of thing, and Kevin Samuel said this thing to where y'all are thinking that men are just kind of sitting around, messing around, and even wealthy people are just kind of sitting around sipping a lemonade on the beach or something like that, or a drink on the beach is false. Do they take vacations? Absolutely. Right? Do they take breaks? Absolutely. But there's a reason why they are where they are. It's because they work a lot. And they, you know, obviously you figure out certain things and you kind of get to grind, and that becomes your lifestyle. That becomes your way of life. Warren Buffett, I think as old as he is, he still has a discipline. It's a regimen. You've got what's that guy's name? Ashton Hall. He's still doing those videos where he's running. He might get a sponsorship here and there, but I'm pretty much still doing the same thing. Still working. Kevin Hart probably could quit, but he's still working. Dave Chappelle could definitely quit. The Rock, you can name and go on and on and on. People who are wealthy, they could quit. They don't have to work anymore technically, but they keep working. They're still working. Oh man, I've been working on this project. There's a young lady, 26 years old. I think she sold her company for $26 million. She's still working. She's working on another project. I mean, modern women are so freaking lazy.
Marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point, you're gonna realize that it's always best to just be alone. Because I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it.
After speaking to thousands of people at the end of their marriage and I asked them why their divorce ended, I get a lot of things. Vices, not being seen, not being heard, money, debt, all these things. So you kind of get an idea of what people are going to say. I'm watching this video and I'm thinking I know what she's going to say, but I hear the opposite. And I'm very confused on why she's not happy with her marriage. Check this out.
And I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. You really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality, your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. like you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it.
And then she says that, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's being smothered, maybe there's kids, maybe she's got a special needs kid where she has no time to herself, she doesn't have time to express herself, do her own thing. But her profile is titled Diary of a Happy Black Woman, Young, Child-Free, and Selfish.
Just don't think
So, she is going out, she's doing things.
meant to live in a...
They travel, they go to expensive restaurants, they're experiencing new things.
In my life as a child-free, selfish, beautiful young woman.
So I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Always had a dream of like getting out of my hometown, like city, and moving on, like moving forward. Like life is supposed to be an experience. Like we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and
But you are.
and all that. And I do. I do. At some point, like I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, always.
That's marriage.
It's always somebody else. You're never alone.
That's always having to check in on somebody and always having to consider other people's feelings. I mean, that is a marriage, in my opinion. That's a general relationship. I'm starting to get an idea on where this is all stemming from and why she's unhappy. I'm going to save that to the end of the video, but it's becoming clear.
I really want girls to know, like, even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not. I'm sad with a great man. Maybe it's just, like, not my personality. And, like, I know girls are out there that, like, dying for, like, a relationship like mine. Like, he takes care of me, but, like, imagine living a fairy tale, and it's nothing like.
So there's this guy, he's standing over there. He has like long hair, like red beard. He's a little short, but he's really sexy at the same time. I'm gonna go see if he is interested. Like he's staring at me and I'm staring at him. But like he's not doing anything. So, it's kind of empty in here. So I don't know, maybe this is the time I actually say something. It's been a while. I don't want to interrupt him. I'm so fucking mad. Oh, he's working out. He's really focused. He's kind of surrounded by people. I'm just gonna go say hi. You look good. What you working on?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
The fuck it looks like I'm in the gym working out. Give me a favor. I'm over there with my wife. Don't bother me, please.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I got a son because our lady pushed him out. Like, who made him for him to have
Okay, I'll answer you scientifically. So you just asked the question. You said, where did the man come from? You said, well, the woman. Well, not exactly, because biologically, the man holds the X and the Y chromosome, so he determines the sex of the baby. So the reason why you're here is not because of your mother. You're actually a woman, and you're right here because of your father. Not only that, do you know that the gene that the placenta comes from the man? So you thought that that came from the mother, where the mother is given the nutrients and all of that. The mother determines the sex of the baby. No, all of this comes from the man. You said that, how did the man get here? From the mother. No, the man got here from his father. All of y'all should call y'all father, because that's why you here.
Why are you telling people that you need 2 checks?
Say that again?
Why did you tell the people that you need 2 checks?
Why I tell the people we needed 2 checks? Because we need 2 checks. You need one and I need one.
The bill is $42.
Yeah, divided. $21.
Why is we dividing it?
I mean, you paying for your own food.
Why am I paying for my own food?
Oh man, we ain't doing this. Did you come to my crib last night?
No, but what does that have to do with me?
I fed you.
Came to get me.
Yeah.
And to take me out to eat.
No, to feed you, take you back to my house. Yeah. What you say?
This ain't gonna work.
No, I can come get you anytime. Man, listen. Excuse me. Hey, can I get 2 tickets? She paying for her own food.
Oh yeah, no problem. Here, let me see it. I'm a picture.
When you say I don't chase women,
I say that, so let's hear it.
My first initial thought is, well, then go find your man.
Well, I think we can all agree then it's a really stupid first initial thought then, can't we?
You likely aren't making plans. You aren't initiating conversation.
I only make plans and have conversations with other people that want to participate. I don't need to chase for someone's attention. Please come out with me. Nah, you're right.
Your text messages are really dry.
Mine are as funny as
What are you doing?
Valuing my own time and energy is what I'm doing. Enjoying my own peace.
Are you wanting the woman to chase you? Because if that's the case, then you probably aren't even into women. You're probably into men.
It's always the card that turns up, isn't it? Or, I know, crazy notion, maybe it's just that you're respectful. If you ask someone out for a coffee and they say no, you don't pressure them. You leave them to it. I know. Crazy times we live in.
I just don't get it when men say things like this.
How can I explain this really simply? Would you keep running after an ice cream van knowing it's not going to stop for you?
You probably don't text first in the morning. You don't say good morning. You don't say good night. You don't check in.
Or that we've done all of that so often in the past it's gone completely unappreciated. Or the fact that there's other fellas doing exactly the same thing to the lady that you see. See, as you get older, you get a little bit more cautious of your time, who you give it to. You don't want to give or waste your time on people who don't give you an inkling of reciprocating that energy back. Just saying.
Like, you want to be single.
Yes.
That's what you should be.
Thanks, I think.
If you're not pursuing a woman, then you want to be a woman.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like, this is the problem with guys nowadays. They're so feminine that they want the women to do their job.
We say about this nowadays stuff, but does anyone remember dropping the handkerchief? When a lady used to indicate to a particular man that he was the one that she was interested in so he could pursue without getting a restraining order. I think we need to bring that back, but digitally, because no decent fella really wants to be one of 50 guys in your DMs buying for your attention.
No.
Yes. Now, I am a guy that's single in my mid-40s that enjoys being single, right? And I have no plans of changing that anytime soon. Not on dating apps, not entertaining anyone, can't be bothered. Once in a blue moon, someone will come along and you think, if I don't shoot my shot, I'll regret it. And that's happened to me once in the last 5 years. But when someone says no, I leave them to it. If they're not dropping the handkerchief, then there's no point chasing. It's quite simple. We're getting too old for this chasing, malarkey, second guessing and giving people attention when we don't know if they want it. Why can't people just be clearer with one another? It's so much simpler. Easier to stay single.
One of the smallest things that I have noticed that irritates me regarding men.
And what are we complaining about today about men? Just for the sake of complaining.
Is the way that men will call each other brother at any given chance, but you will never hear them calling a woman sister.
Some women are just nitpicking now.
And I believe that this is so frustrating.
Only for those that are jealous.
The brotherhood of being a man is so alive and well. This idea of protecting each other, caring for each other, finding friendship in each other, even with strangers. They just have to mildly smile at each other and they'll be like, hey brother, how you doing?
So, what's wrong with that?
I have never heard a man say anything that welcoming to a woman.
Of course. For some, it always comes back to, how can I feel slighted today?
Women are seen as inherent objects. Thus, such terms would not go hand in hand, for obvious reasons.
Some will really go to almost any length to try to victimize themselves in some way, just so they can avoid being responsible for the words that come out of their mouth.
There will always be an in crowd for them to be a part of that women will never be able to be a part of. And I'm not saying it is all down to the term brother, but it is a very small indication of that.
That sounded like it was coming from a place of jealousy. So instead of trying to tear down men for the closeness that many of them have with each other, why doesn't a person try to promote the closeness of women so that a person can feel like they're part of a community that someone obviously so wants to be a part of?
And once again, modern women are always going to have an issue. It's going to be something. They're going to figure out a way. Sometimes these modern women, they think and they run out of things to complain about. But best believe that next morning she's gonna have it's like it renews. She's gonna have a list of things that she wants to complain about, a list of things that is not right in the world, and I've got my energy back. Modern women are drinking negativity shakes in the morning. They're doing their positive affirmations, and then somehow between the time they go to work and they've read their positive affirmations, they're thinking of negative stuff, things to complain about for absolutely no reason. And this is why men are backing away from a lot of these modern women, because they sit up here and say, say for instance, a woman's complaining about, man, you guys call men brother, but you don't call women sister. I mean, for number one, you told men to leave you alone. Number two, you said that men didn't have any friends and men were having a hard time making friends. But then when a man is friendly with another man, you get mad at the man for being friendly and making a friend and having a connection with another man. My God, is there not a show on TV that you could be watching instead of talking right now?
Women, you take zero accountability, and really y'all don't listen, to be quite honest. A man is, if you ask a man what he wants, he will say peace. Immediately, a lot of women will hear the word peace and be triggered. And somehow they heard him say he want a woman he can walk all over top of and ain't gonna say nothing. That's not what that means. I think a lot of times women are more committed to being right and the argument than they are the solution. Men are logical thinkers and we, women, are emotional. All of that emotion is not necessary all of the time. I mean, mouths talking to the men like they children, disrespectful in words and in tone. I mean, what response are you looking for from a man when you come to him like that? It's like, especially somebody you consider your man. Like, what are you looking in return for? I mean, it's the entitlement of a soft landing when you are causing chaos really everywhere because of your emotions. Men are not as emotional. They are logical thinkers. They are solution based majority of the time. They do not respond well to all of that emotion. Sometimes you got to leave a little bit of that off. I mean, I've even heard women say, yeah, I'm not doing all that. I mean, I'm not his wife. That's what wives do. Well, how do you think that he's going to ever see a wife in you if you don't show up looking like a wife or acting like a wife? That's how wives get seen. That's how wives get found. Because y'all are, all of this, you don't go and find a husband.
Do you think the women in Atlanta or women in general in 2025 or dating today, like, their standards are too high? I've just did a couple of interviews and a lot of the guys is saying, especially for the women in Atlanta, their standards are way too high. They need to come bring it down and just remove all that superficial stuff when it comes to dating in Atlanta.
Yeah, so I'm a mental health therapist, and so I deal with single women all the time. And when they're talking about their dating, I try to tell them, like, it's not about you. It's about the other person. And so one of the things I ask them is, how did you make that first date that man's best first date? What did you do? What questions did you ask? Did you genuinely try to get to know him? Did you compliment him? Did you say, oh, that's cool? Not just a interview, not just trying to check off these boxes, but how can I go home to my family or my friends and say, bro, that was a great date for me. And even as I'm conscious about that on my dates, like, did she try to make me feel like that? Or was she here just really for her? And that's okay, but it just means that it's not an investable thing in the long term for myself. So that's something I ask single women all the time. And my best friends too, like, was that man's best first date? And they don't think about that type of things because I'm getting ready. I'm okay. I got my education. I'm making it. I'm self-sufficient. Awesome. And that's amazing, but that doesn't apply to relationships. It's like trying to compare basketball and swimming. Those characteristics don't compete with each other. So this is about, can you connect with somebody? Can you emotionally move them? Can you make them feel safe? Can you make them feel like in this world of chaos that when they come home to you, that they can be at peace? And those other things don't necessarily correlate with that.
Men shouldn't date broke women. Men shouldn't date broke women because what does broke people do? They bring chaos. They bring confusion. They bring anger. They bring jealousy. And they bring entitlement. If you're dating somebody who's broke, how would you ever make more money? How would you ever grow past that ceiling? How would you ever leave your comfort zone? That's why men shouldn't date broke women and women shouldn't date broke men. Because if you're broke, that's a reflection of your character. If you're broke, that's a reflection of your ambition. That's a reflection of your laziness, because we all have the same 24 hours. It's so many ways to get money. It's so many ways to get money. So people should have that standard of not dating broke people, not because you're being money hungry, you want to take their money, but you looking at this person's character. So if you're dating somebody with that type of mindset and with that type of finances to show for it, that says everything. I was broke before. My whole family was broke before. But my character, my willpower, my discipline made me get up every single day and find different ways to make money. I was doing hair. I was selling chips and candy at school. Then I started a digital business. Now I'm 21. I made over $1 million. And I was broke before. But my character pulled me out of that situation and made something out of nothing, right? And then I teach people how to not be broke. I teach people how to create digital offers and sell online. So like when they post and get likes and views and comments, people gonna buy their stuff. I'll tell you about that in the caption. But I'm just saying that to say, you have a chance to make money. So don't get offended by this. You have a chance. You have a chance to make money. But when you're dating, don't date broke people. Period.
So I just left the tire shop because I had to get a tire replaced. Obviously, I had a flat tire.
Just by the title of this video, entitlement coming in 3, 2, 1.
And as I'm getting out of my car to hand it over to the folks, there's 2 seats, 2 like folding chairs sitting under an umbrella, both occupied by grown men. And as I'm getting out of my car, one of the guys looks over at me, looks at my car, and I'm thinking he's about to offer me his seat.
And there you have it, only 10 seconds later. Ladies, why do y'all feel so entitled to what people already have? Y'all do this with men in every facet of life. It's not just with giving up seats. Y'all literally walk around thinking just because I am a woman, I am entitled to things. A creator by the name of the Black Shawn Michaels once said, ladies, what is something that is socially acceptable that men can require from women? Because women have a laundry list of what they think men should be or what they should be doing. But what is it that men can actually say in return? Not to mention, what millennium are you living in? Feminism was chivalry long time ago. Y'all wanted equality. This is what it looks like. How many times do we have to say this? You can't have special treatment, i.e. chivalry, and have equality. That's not how this works. You should have got there before those men and got to the chair first.
He goes, is that a hybrid? No, he goes, is that electric? And I'm like, no, it's a hybrid. And he goes, how do you like it? Why are you talking to me?
So the same man that can't even spark up a general conversation about something basic about your car is the same man that you want to give up his seat to you. Y'all hoes and lost y'all.
Offer me your seat. Where's the chivalry? Like, what the It's hot as hell. Why did you not offer me your seat, sir?
Same reason why you didn't offer him your number when he sparked up a conversation. No one's entitled to give you anything the same way you're not entitled to give them anything. Yo, this is getting... I don't get it anymore. But you know what? You ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. That you can change.
Go take a look at all of the nasty, sourpuss-faced women, single women, in her comments fighting for her right to be a gold digger. Like, excuse me, I need you to stay in your single, lonely little lane over there and let us women who are actually taken, because we're not insufferable biznatches, let us handle it, okay? Because you clearly don't know what the is going on. For a woman to look at you and be like, wow, this man bought me a really expensive ring because he thought that that's what would be important to me, but what's more important is investing in our future. To say that, you are a saint. You are a saint, and I can see genuinely exactly why she's married, and all of these other nasty biznatch face hoes in the comments are single and complaining. Okay, thank you.
The reason a lot of these women are not being tugged at by men in any way, shape, or form is because guys don't like their energy. Guys don't like what they're prioritizing. Guys don't like that they, yes, have this long roster of guys before them because they spent their 20s, you know, just loose as could be. Guys don't like that they're boss babes. Guys don't like their boss babe energy. Guys don't like that if they have a child, they're not going to want to stay home. Guys don't like that, you know, they have a boatload of guy friends that are like my friends, aka my backups. Guys don't like a lot of stuff that women in these cities are doing. Right? So they're not interested. And just because you deem women as meeting all of your requirements, as a woman doesn't mean they're meeting the guy's requirements, because women are now optimizing themselves for themselves, not to attract a man.
Almost every single woman I have ever met in my entire life is at least mildly decent at rejecting men.
Okay, here's let's go back to the main point. The main point you said was if
John, how many times have you been rejected by women?
More than I can count.
Zoran, how many times have you been rejected by women? Ronaldo, how many times have you been rejected by women?
Okay,
Forever.
well, I will say
Ali,
this
how many times have you been rejected by men?
This is a really
Ali,
unfair
how many times have you been rejected by
size.
men? Ali, how many times have you been
Like
rejected by
twice.
men? Twice. Okay, 2 times. That's
Okay.
disgusting. Okay.
But that is not my fault. It's not my fault.
It doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, it's kind of like self-checkout was saying. This woman was saying, you know, basically, give me your seat and I'll talk to you. I'm not giving you anything. He said, you get there on time. I'm not giving you anything. Modern women, they always want the man to suffer. They always want the man to continue to give up something. You wouldn't have said thank you. You wouldn't have been happy. There would have been an issue. I mean, the next thing that you're going to run across is women wanting men to give them their space in line when it comes to, okay, well, I already ordered my coffee, but you know what? Don't make my coffee. Make hers first. Well, you know, I'm getting my groceries right now, and she's checking me out, but you know what? Put my put my groceries to the side and start checking her out. As a matter of fact, I'll pay for it. Hey, did y'all start on my car yet? Put my repairs to the side. You can go ahead and take care of her. Oh, by the way, I'll pay for her tab. I'll pay for the maintenance. Sir, the maintenance is $5,000. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. That's what modern women want. And because men are stepping back and saying, absolutely not, this is a world of equality, modern women get online and they complain. I was expecting my life to be easy. I was expecting the man to look and make my life easier. That man doesn't know you. Number one. Number two, they get online trying to make men look bad, look like terrible people, but then they shoot themselves in the foot by saying, you know, he struck up a pleasant conversation with me. That's not what they're thinking it is, but that's actually what it is. He spoke to you. But of course, you don't care about that. It's like that woman that says something dumb like, if you're going to speak to me, pay for my groceries. My groceries are $100. Pay for my groceries before you say hello to me in a grocery store. Girl, shut up.